What's up, everybody? Welcome to Marketplace Gem Lowballers.
Episode 5.
When we left, last week, we had gone out to lunch, and we had a really bad storm hit the area, and it devastated the area pretty bad. And unfortunately, some families lost some loved ones, and it was pretty terrible, right?
Yeah, 3 kids on the lake, I believe it was.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they're all under the age of like 10 or something like
Yep.
that. They were pretty small.
So condolences to the family. So let's get to it. We're gonna change it up a bit, right?
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna start by let's talk about what are we gonna call this episode?
Well, it's still at Facebook Marketplace Lowballers, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into that here in a minute. But I think one thing that should be addressed is the absolute ludicrous pricing that
There
we
you
have
go.
been seeing on just older cars in general, diesel trucks, and as far as older vehicles go, I mean, even stuff that's not even real old stuff that's like maybe 10, 15 years old with super high miles on it. I mean, the prices are insane on this stuff.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Diesel trucks in general, with extremely high miles, 300,000 plus miles on it. People are asking $10,000, $15,000. Why? It's not worth it.
No, I just saw a 12 valve Cummins the other day. It was a 2-wheel drive dually. Literally had like 483,000 miles on it. They had it for 15 grand, and then they cut the price down to like 12.5.
It's not worth it, people. Come on now. And the same with the muscle cars.
No.
In general, the Mopars that the Chargers, what, B-body?
Yeah. Well, the Charger platform in general has always been in demand, but the problem is you can't tell me you're gonna spend 20, 30, I've even seen them as high as $40,000 for basically rolling shells that need rust repair, dent repair, frame rail repair. I mean, you name it, needs everything for these insanity prices. I mean, you can buy a running driving Charger, like it may not be an RT or, you know, a dual carburetor or Dana option car, you know, all the Hemi cars, stuff like that. But you can find yourself a nice 383 automatic car out there that runs and drives. I mean, I just saw, I think it was a 69 RT Charger, kind of an ugly aftermarket green, but it had a 440 in it with a 4-speed, and it ran and drove for, I think it was like $60,000. I mean, why would you spend, you know, 30, 40 grand for a 69 RT Charger that needs everything but the roof replaced? Just doesn't make sense to me at all.
Yep. That's all I have. Let's
Yeah.
get to some of your.
You want my interesting weekly report?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's gonna be a good one.
So I had this harebrained idea, which I have pretty much every 20 minutes pop into my brain.
Absolutely.
I've got a 71 Ford Galaxy 500 two-door. Now, all the know-it-all keyboard warriors that are out there, I'm in some of the land yacht groups, and you know, we get all the experts out there that'll tell you it's not a Galaxy, it's a Ford LTD. Whatever, dude. I don't care. I really don't. You know. But anyways, so the harebrained idea I had was where you're being recorded right now is actually on the hood of my 69 Mach 1 Mustang. The car needs quite a bit of work done to it. However, it's definitely a really decent platform to make a nice car out of. However, until I have the resources to finish the car, I thought it would be kind of cool to find a, 60s, very, very, very early 70s. Let's not get into that Mustang 2 garbage. No offense to the King Cobra crew out there, they're okay, but I'm not interested in a Pinto Bobcat with a Mustang logo on it. Sorry. Anyways, I thought it'd be kind of cool. Maybe I could throw the Galaxy on there. And keep in mind, my Galaxy is probably about 90% solid. Okay, I mean, it has a little rust here and there, but overall, very, very solid car, especially for Wisconsin. If you know, you know. So anyways, I put this thing on Facebook Marketplace. I just threw a number of $5,000 on the car as just a number. I put clearly in the ad, I'm looking to trade for a 60s, early 70s Ford Mustang Coupe. I mean, I know I'm reaching for the sky here, but if somebody's got an old ratty fastback that runs and drives they would be interested in trading, I'm all game for it. So it's been on there for almost a week now, and I actually had several people that were interested in possibly buying the car for $5,000. However, that I didn't want to sell it for $5,000. I just put that on there as a base number just because the marketplace requires a price. And I know a lot of guys do the 1, 2, 3, 4, but believe it or not, I've had several people that when you put that 1, 2, 3, 4, they literally think the price tag is 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyways, so I'll give you one guess. How many Mustangs you think I got offered for that Galaxy 500? Any ideas? Yeah, 0. However, I did get a lot of messages on the car, and I mean a lot of messages on the car. Unfortunately, for absolutely nothing that I wanted. Now, there was one Trans Am, and I know Brad doesn't like it, that's okay, that I was somewhat interested in. The guy said it was rust-free, it's from down south, had good paint, decent interior on it. But other than that, I mean, I literally had just about everything but the kitchen sink offered to me on this thing. And I'm honestly surprised. I usually get a couple offers for go-karts or motorcycles, mini bikes. I mean, I literally could have 100 acres of Harley Davidsons and boats sitting in my backyard right now that I've had offered to me over the last 25 years for vehicles I've had for sale. I don't know why people buy these things. I mean, I literally live a couple blocks from a bar. Every summer they've got these giant Harley rides, and there's nothing wrong with that stuff, but they buy this stuff and then they always want to trade it for a car. You look on Facebook Marketplace, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Harley Davidsons and boats for sale. I mean, I don't know why people buy them. Most people that I know, they buy them, they have them for a year or two, and then they want to get rid of the damn thing, and they always come back to the cars. I don't know. But anyways, enough of getting sidelined on that. Let's get into the goodies here, shall we, of some of the best ones I picked out from the week. This is definitely an oddball if I've ever went there. We had Ernie, and just to be clear, this is not making fun of anybody. This is just strictly entertainment. These stories are legit. It's just we're not trying to make fun of anybody or their vehicles. But we did have Ernie offer me a 1959 I think called Metropolitan.
Yep.
Man, I mean, I like ugly cars. Let's be honest. This thing though is just hideous. I'm a big boy. You ain't sticking Chris Farley in a Wisconsin Dells go-kart. You know what I mean? It's not happening. And I just told him, I said, sorry, buddy, just not what I'm looking for. Again, I had this listed for a Mustang. I didn't list it for anything. I didn't say I want any other trades. Just looking for a Mustang. Okay. Anyhow, let's get on with it. Then we have Ramir, I believe his name is said, offered me the '86 Trans Am. Now, this car was nice and clean, for the most part. It appeared anyways. There's two main problems with this trade offer. One, I think for what you're getting, it's a 5.0 tune port injection automatic car. Okay. One, if you've had a third gen, you know as well as I do, we call those the turd gen because they literally have no power. I mean, a tune port 305, I mean, I know there's going to be some people, they're great motors. Yeah, I understand all that. I've driven many of them. They're slow as shit, all right? Just being honest. With 150,000 miles on it, I just don't see much value there. I've tried selling these third gens over the years, and I have a really hard time selling the cars. I usually have to damn near give them away to get rid of them. And the people that show up are such a pain in the ass trying to sell stuff to, it just isn't worth it. And the part that I really had to laugh about, and this guy was serious. He wanted to trade that Trans Am for my Galaxy 500, and he also wanted $3,500 cash on top of my car for that Firebird. I'm going to tell you something about these Firebirds coming from a guy that's got probably at least 50, 60 Firebirds I've owned over the years. That car is worth $3,500. It ain't worth no more than that. If you think your third gen is worth gold, hey, have at it, bud. But I'm telling you, as a guy that's owned tons of them, they ain't worth nowhere near what you think they are. I literally told the guy, I said, I can go on Facebook Marketplace right now. There's like 100 of them within a 50-mile radius on Marketplace for sale. They're not rare. They're all over the place. Now, to find one that's in good shape and isn't destroyed, yeah, it's worth a few bucks. But it's not worth gold. So anyways, that was the end of that one. Moving along, we had, I think it was Kelly, it says, will you trade it for 2 Galaxy 500s? Why would I trade my Galaxy 500 for 2 Galaxy 500s? And so I clicked on dude's name, looked up his Facebook Marketplace profile, and I found both of them. And both of the Galaxies, you know, they need torque box repair. The one's a convertible, the roof is gone, the interior is full of shit, trash. I mean, let's be honest, you take the top loader 4-speed out of it, the rest of the car is junk, you know? I mean, I don't know why everybody, you know, they get these projects and they don't do nothing with them at all. I mean, I'm guilty of it to an extent, but why would I trade a running, driving car that literally, I mean, aside from a couple small things, is actually a really nice little car for 2 giant projects that are rotted out piles of shit? Doesn't make sense to me. Again, see the subject here. We're looking to trade it for a Mustang. Another one. It ain't a Mustang. Although closer than the Trans Am, it's not a Mustang. Anyways, on to the next. We have Skylar. Will you trade for a 95 Ford F-250 with a snowplow on it? No, I will not trade for a plow truck. I mean, we may live in southeastern Wisconsin, but we don't get nowhere near enough snow to trade a good classic car for a plow truck that's going to sit in my yard 98% of the year. But, again, is this a Mustang? Same company, but not a Mustang. Anyways, on to the next. We have Harley. Now this one here I found entertaining, at least, shall we say. I've watched Junkyard Digs and Pole Barn Garage and all them guys, you know, Vice Grip Garage. I've watched them for the last several years. Although I, be honest with you, I'm not hating on anybody. Vice Grip, Pole Barn, Junkyard Digs, I don't watch much of them anymore because I feel like they've gotten so big, it just kind of, you know, it's like watching regular TV. It's not as entertaining to me anymore. Not hating on them, just I feel like once people get to a certain point, they start getting money and things change. Pole Barn Garage has always been a pretty decent show though, and no hate on the Junkyard Digs either. It's just when they first started out compared to where they are now, to me, it's just not as entertaining. But that's my opinion, not that it matters. But anyway, getting back to the whole car thing, I had a guy offer me a limo from the Pole Barn Garage Poverty Tour. Now, this was quite interesting, I will say, to the least. However, let's be honest, what are you gonna do with a giant limo in your yard? I mean, I suppose it would be fun to do burnouts with it a couple times. Maybe try to get it to do a donut that's like a mile wide. I don't know. But aside from that, I mean, I don't want it. I mean, it would make some cool content to do a burnout with the thing, I suppose, but knowing my luck, the tranny would blow up, or the drive shaft would spit out and take out something, or the rear end would blow, or motor would blow up, and it'd be worth literally nothing the next day. I mean, I get it was associated with Pole Barn Garage, but at the end of the day, does anybody really care? I mean, it's still a limo. Anyways, that's that. And let's not forget, we're still not getting a Mustang. That was a town car, I think. We have Steve. Will you trade for a 93 Z28? No. I'm not trading my car just to trade it. I'm looking for something in particular. And I really don't want an OptiSpark LT1 car. I've had several of them over the years. No offense to the LT guys. Fuck your OptiSpark distributor.
Yes.
Junk. Absolute junk. No, I don't want it. I don't care how nice it is. You can tell me it's built. I don't care what lies you want to tell me. 94 to 97 Camaros, they can go right down the road to the auto recyclers. Don't want any of them. LS cars, I don't mind those. But the LT ones, garbage. You know, and I'm sure I'm going to get some flack for it eventually, but that's fine. I don't care. You can hate on it all you want. And then one other thing that I wanted to kind of touch base on here that I've kind of noticed a trend on is, and I've seen a couple other guys actually recently talking about it, was, is Facebook Marketplace deals dead? I would say for the most part, yes it is. You can come across some deals every now and then, but you need to be on top of it like right away. I mean, within the first 3 minutes it's posted, you might already be too late if it's an actual deal. I remember 3-4 years ago, I mean, I could literally hop on Facebook Marketplace. I could find, an S10 or a Ford Ranger or a Chevy Silverado. I mean, we've got a small car dealer actually right down the road here. I mean, you used to be able to find cars on there all the time, 500, 1,000, 1,200 bucks, all day. Now you go on Facebook Marketplace, it's my mom's 1999 Toyota Camry with 290,000 miles on it. Rusted, dented, beat to hell. I want $4,500 for it. Now, obviously, nobody's paying anybody $4,500 for it, but I just don't see many deals like I used to on Marketplace. I mean, have you seen the cost of, and I know tires are expensive, but have you seen the cost of used rims and tires on Marketplace for sale? I mean, you used to be able to buy cars that run and drive for what people are asking for old shitty rims and tires. I picked up a set of Salad Shooter 84 Corvette wheels a week ago. And I really didn't look into the tire situation too much. I got a good deal on them, 150 bucks. Got them here, and I started looking around for tires for this car. And I checked online, and I found a couple places that sold, and they were P255 50 R16. But man, they were like $280, $300 a piece is what I was basically finding as an average price. So I hopped on the Marketplace, and I thought, well, I'm sure somebody out there has got a used pair that'll be usable. I mean, we're putting them on my Volkswagen TDI Bug. I mean, I don't want to spend a ton of dollars on it. But anyway, I didn't really find much on Marketplace for sale, and I found a pair of them up by north of Milwaukee there a ways. I think it was Slinger or West Bend, something like that. $40. I was like, hell yeah, dude. and I click on the pictures. I mean, these tires were so badly dry rotted, like the sidewalls were separating from the tread section. And these people are trying to sell this absolute junk. I mean, this is insanity. Now, I know there were some people talking about you can stretch these tires to fit the rims or whatever. I'm not really sure how all that works. I mean, I know the tuner community probably knows all about it. I just don't. But as Brad was talking about earlier, we were talking about the diesel trucks and the older muscle cars. You know, I've had probably at least 100 of the second gen Camaros. And over the course of the last 15 years, I remember buying primered up 79 Z28s with 4-speeds in them that ran and drove for $3-4 grand. You know, now you find them on Marketplace, you know, no motor, no tranny, quarters rotted out, probably needs unibody repair, all the interior's trashed, and I've seen anywhere from $2 to $5 grand. I mean, it's just incredible how expensive everything's gotten for junk. I mean, let's be honest, the second gen Camaro, the frame rail's rotted out in the back of it. I mean, it's not even worth anything. I've cut them up. I just use the plasma cutter, cut the parts that are good out of them, crush the rest. That's all they're worth. They're not worth anything else. And but as we were looking at Marketplace deals, I mean, there ain't much out there anymore. I mean, you know, when I sell stuff for $2-3 grand on Marketplace, I get guys that come up and they're looking at the car, and first of all, they offer you a third. They used to offer you half. Now they offer a third of what you're asking for the car on a good day. You know, and most people, when they come look at stuff, they try to nitpick everything they can. And I know everybody's trying to pinch their pennies. I understand. But, you know, you get people that come out here and look at stuff and they want to offer you $400 or $500 for something that's clearly worth a lot more than that. But Marketplace, you know, if you find something that's good, it don't last very long. You know, we were talking about Chargers earlier, because I bought a 69, just a big block automatic car, nothing fancy. And there's a guy down in the Chicago area, he's always got Chargers on there for sale. And, you know, I think he's got a 68 on there. I think it's a plain run-of-the-mill 68 Charger. I don't think it's RT, SE, anything like that. And I think it's got a motor and trans in it, but it's an unknown condition. I mean, the car needs a ton of work. I mean, the interior, aside from a steering wheel, a dash, and some seats, is basically just completely stripped out of the car. I don't even think there's a wiring harness in it, steel wheels on it. I mean, let's be honest, by the time you do paint and body work on it and he wants 20 grand for it, it's been on there for like year and a half, 2 years, I think now, for sale. And he's got several other 69s on there for sale, and I think he's got a 69 RT on there right now for like $30,000, and it's literally just a shell with taillights and a front bumper. I mean, wouldn't you just rather spend another 20-30 grand and buy one that runs and drives instead of spending 10 years trying to put that piece of shit back down the road? You know, spend a fortune while you're in the process of doing it. I mean, I would, but that's my opinion on it. So, yeah, I think that's kind of our Facebook rant for the day. We were actually just talking earlier. We were watching a guy on what did I say the name of that was now? Spare Change Garage down. I think he's down in Indiana, and he's been doing a lot of trade challenges on stuff. And I messaged him the other day, and I said, you know, the one car that I never see very often, and a lot of people don't even talk about him, and I guess he had never even heard of him, is you need to get a Dodge Rampage. He said he had to look it up. He didn't even know what the hell they were, and he's like, I must have a Dodge Rampage. So let's hope he can find one and pull it off. There's not too many of them out there on Marketplace. I check every once in a while because I like them, and I wouldn't mind having one. Not that I need one, but I wouldn't mind having one. So, but yeah, last week when we ended our episode, we literally left here. We went and got lunch at the Chicken Trap over in Burlington, Wisconsin. Food was really good, by the way. That storm literally came out of nowhere. I mean, it was just incredible. I mean, we left here, it was sunny skies, and within 45 minutes, I mean, it was like tornado-like conditions. Very wild. So, anyways, I think that's enough, bullshitting for the day. Hopefully next week we'll have something good. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a Mustang. I'm not counting on it, but it could happen, maybe, probably not. So, yeah. All right, anyways, take care, guys.
I got something to add.
Go ahead.
If you watch, or people that view this video, what was your first car that you ever bought? Mine was an '83 Buick Riviera.
Oh, yeah.
What was your first car that you bought?
Are we talking about drivable wise or Hot
Yes.
Wheel wise?
Drivable wise.
A 1978 Pontiac Grand Le Mans two-door, garnet, medium red, 350 small block, TH350 trans, one tire fire. I don't know what gear ratio was in it with a rotted out frame in the back.
Okay, no details. Just
All right. Well, you asked.
So, if you view it, please leave a comment on your first drivable car.
And if you made it this far, don't be afraid to smash that like button and subscribe. Don't be a butthead. Hit the subscribe button. I know you want to. Don't be a hoe. Subscribe to the show. And yes, I stole that from Andy Frisella.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Take
Have a
care.
good day.